follow up on that question, what is your opinion on hookup culture?
Ever good?
Sneaky link.
Wait, why me?
What you, we just asked? You just, you know?
Shit.
Buddy.
I think personally, I feel like the intentions from the jump should be made.
Yeah.
I don't see anything wrong with it. The only thing I see that's wrong is like if you know you have something and you're just consistently still having sex because I don't know if you're afraid of these people finding out and like not fucking with you or just
Like having STD.
Yeah, like having an STD or something like that, and really just being safe. To be honest, like personally for me, I wouldn't like just hook up with like any random person. Like I would have had to have been like talking to this girl for some time at least. Some people might not consider that hooking up, but like I don't know.
That is a question I do want to ask. Like, say we are just casual at first. Like we not even just casual at first, but we just said, yo, we just talk. You just fucking. That's all we doing. We just linking up to fuck. But then you catch feelings later down the line, and I don't have feelings. How would you want me to approach you about that and be like, I'm not gonna say cut it off, but like just to essentially cut it off for you. How would you want me to approach you about that?
That's difficult. I feel like it all just depends on the female.
Yeah, I can only speak for myself, so.
Cause like
that's why sex is dangerous.
Sex is a dangerous game. You don't play that with just anybody.
Yeah.
Well, with that being said, I'm not a fan of hookup culture just because it gets really messy. So, I don't know. It's just a lot going on right now to where, like, is it really worth it? Like, there's so many diseases going around. It's people fighting over people because they didn't know about X, Y, and Z. So it's just like, I don't know. I don't think hookup culture is really worth it. I feel like you should get to know the person first.
Yeah, it's a dangerous world we live in, bro.
That's it. That's your answer.
Yeah, I mean, it's dangerous. Like, I'm not gonna say I disagree with it because I do partake. So, but I will say like I'm hesitant to do it before I get into it because like I think about all the stuff that could go wrong, and then like I do think about like is it worth it or not? Like, is it really just me? Is it worth something negative happening at the end? So like, shit, you could talk to somebody and they kiss them and all that, and you got herpes the next day. That's with you for the rest of your life, and that's just after one hookup. So it's like, if people want to do it, go ahead, just be safe and like. I mean, I think what they say, like, if you about to hook up with somebody, always get tested and stuff like that. And make sure. So it's like, me personally, if I do with somebody, it's like somebody I've been talking to for like a while. It's never like a one night stand type thing. Cause those are, I heard some stories about those.
It's just it's nasty out here for real. Like, you can go to a club, somebody can walk up on you like randomly, like kiss your neck or something. Like it's just nasty. Like, that's so weird. Like, hookup culture in general is just so weird.
Yeah, and then like at the end of the day, like I don't care what anybody say, like somebody's emotions going to get in between it.
Yeah, definitely.
Like, cause just say, just say like you guys talk to the same guy or something like that, and like it's gonna bother y'all relationship as friends, and really it's gonna bother y'all relationship as friends, and
you're not gonna feel wrong about having sex with two
girls
out of the same group. That's not.
That's wicked.
That's not weird. That's
it's wicked. I mean, it's wicked. But at the same time, it's like we're not talking about me. We're talking about the friendship. We're talking about the. Why are we bringing it back to the guy? I'm talking about the friendship.
Because I feel like it's on both parts.
Yeah, it's both parts, but at the end of the day, bro. At the end of the day,
niggas do not be caring.
They don't.
Women don't care either because women will still hook up with somebody and their friend.
You right? Yeah.
It goes both ways. I'm just saying, like, it's wicked in both cases. I'm just saying, like, emotions gonna get between because I know people who have ended their friendship because of a nigga, and the nigga ain't shit.
I feel like it just goes back to just having effective communication. If y'all are on the same page, communication wise, then it shouldn't be nothing beyond that. Because I feel like, me personally, like, a motherfucker tell me exactly what's going to happen, what we have going on, and how far we are taking it. I'm just gonna leave it at that. Like, I'm not gonna go above and beyond just to make this nigga think that I really want to be with him, because I don't give a fuck. But that's just me personally. A lot of females don't think that way.
I was gonna say, like, I feel like that's where things get tricky, because it's like you said, emotions gonna always be involved, and I feel like it's not always on the female side, but mostly. But on the male side too, it's kind of like you could tell somebody, like, this is what it is, this is all I want, and they're like, but I really like you, so they try to, like, because they still want something with you, even though it's not that, but so they, like, their emotions are more than what your emotions are. Yeah.
I feel like you just need to decipher between what you want to do with that person before actually getting to something with that person.
I was gonna say that because Ebica said that he was like in a situation or whatever, like he was talking to a girl and then basically like she felt like led on, I guess, or she like caught feelings. But I think niggas don't really like
realize.
Not even that, but don't even say like what it is. Like you can't. I don't know, me personally, I'm just the type of person, you need to tell me what it's going to be off the bat. If we just going to talk and just get to know each other, cool. If you, like, want to be in a relationship and that's something you look forward to, cool. If you just want to hook up or whatever, like, say that, but say it from the get-go. Because sometimes I think men, like, they'll talk to a girl and talk to her consistently. And then, of course, the girl's going to think, okay, like, well, if I'm on the phone with him 24/7, he obviously don't have time for anybody else, so... Of course he's only talking to me because if I'm with you every day, you on my line, I don't see you really talking to anybody else, and then I catch feelings. It's like, oh no, it wasn't like that. Okay, but nigga, you just stayed a night at my house for 3 days. How is it not like
feeling that over there?
Hey, let's be real.
So that part though,
Just thinking something.
you cannot think that you're about to talk to me every single day, and it's just that.
Right.
We just having sex? No, we're not.
But I also feel like a lot of people don't be knowing what they want.
Exactly.
Like, you could be like, yeah, I just want sex from this person, but then when you get too deep into it, you like, dang, like, I want something with you, but it's not that, like, reciprocated.
I mean, but what if you want sex, but that person just a cool person? Like, I don't know, like...
Then that should be known. Like, was just said, like, okay, you cool as hell.
I
fuck
want
with
to be
you.
friends with
Right.
benefits.
Right. Like, I fuck
Okay,
with
that
you on the
makes sense.
friend level, and I fuck with you, like, sexually. But, like, I don't want nothing else.
I don't want to go above and beyond. We don't have to be in a relationship. We just
Well, like,
go with friends. Not friends,
My
but
bad.
you know.
from, like, a male's perspective, how do y'all tell a female, like, what it is? Like, whether it's just, like, you just want to have sex with them, or, like, you think
good
they
question.
cool, and, like, you want to see where it go, but you're not going to put nothing on it yet. Like, how do you explain that to a woman?
No, she want to answer.
Oh my God, bro. Every time I say something, I'm just on a hot seat. Depending on the situation, so like if I am starting to have feelings for her, I'm like, okay, look, like I know we are been intertwining for a while. Like I'm starting to have feelings for you. I don't know if reciprocated. If it's not reciprocated, then I'm gonna have to cut off the sexual aspect of it, because I know me personally, if I keep going with the sexual aspect, like my feelings are gonna get deeper and deeper into it. But I still want to be cool with you because I know you are a cool person at the end of the day. But that's for if I'm having feelings. What was the other question you asked?
Like, if just like communicating it like together, like whatever you want. So I'm saying, like, if you just want to be friends with benefits, if you don't know what you want yet, but you still like fucking that person, so you like, you know what I'm saying? Like, cause she was saying that you want somebody to be completely blunt with you about what it is and what it's not. So, like, what is y'all, like, how do y'all, or if y'all are completely blunt with what y'all do, how do y'all do that?
And when do y'all say it?
Yeah.
In the
How
beginning?
soon? Yeah.
I'll say it. Oof.
That's a hard question.
It's
because with guys, like some girls swear they want some guy up front, but it's like
And they can't take it.
They can't take it. Like it could either make or break. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
It's really tricky. Me personally, it's like I don't think you can necessarily ever be truly blunt with that topic, because if you're truly blunt about it, like, yeah, a lot of women just can't take that type of like straightforwardness. So you really have to like form your words in a way to where it's like you can not necessarily let them down easy, but just like tell them what it is, but like I don't know, put a few drops of sugar in there. Consider their emotions as well. So it's like, I don't know, when it comes to dudes and being blunt, a lot of the times, I don't know, me personally, like when it comes to like my male like friendships and stuff, I can be blunt without having to necessarily take in their emotional, because they're gonna understand what I'm thinking. So, but when it comes to women, it's not the same thing, because their emotional is already gonna be attached. So my bluntness has to be like switched around. Like I have to, like I can't be 100% blunt. So I don't know. I feel like it's a really hard thing to really say. Like I don't think we can ever be 100% blunt and just say like we just wanna hook up or we just wanna be friends. Because no matter what we do, it's really like gonna get taken the wrong way.
Cause I hate to like end a good ass friendship just because like, or I'm saying like lose a good friend because like I or she catching feelings and I'm just like, oh nah, it's just like you just buddy. That's. You know what I'm saying? I hate to lose a good friend, like, because I'm guessing, like, depending on how long I've been talking to this individual, like, I confide in this person, I talk to them about, like, some things that, basically, I just open up to this individual, like, I just hate to lose that person because of something, I'm not going to say it's small, but just something trivial, something not too important, you know?
So, I got a quick question for y'all. So, let's say y'all are, like, you know, not even talking, just like communicating with this person, with this dude, and they're like essentially like they want to hook up with y'all, but y'all don't see him in that way, y'all just see him as friends. So y'all letting them know like I don't that way. So like how would y'all feel if they were like, okay, I don't think we can continue being like friends, or I don't think we can continue being as close as we were because of how they feel about that, you know, whole scenario. How does that make y'all feel?
This is a very real scenario. Me personally, from personal experience, lame ass nigga. Yeah. Because I think that's lame as fuck. Because under my impression, like in my mind, it's like, okay, you just wanted to fuck. And because now that I told you that you can't and you don't want to be friends no more, I think that's lame as hell. I genuinely do.
Okay.
No, I feel like because you only want my friendship just to fuck.
Exactly. Right. That's lame as fuck to me.
And niggas definitely, they do that constantly. So like, it's just real hard just to build friendships, especially with men, because you never know what their true intentions are.
I was literally just gonna be like, nah, I feel like I would respect that, but now that you just said that, like, it made me think, like, dang, like, if that was, I mean, I understand if you said, like, you wanted to be with me, like, you caught feelings for me while we're friends, that's different, but now if you saying you want to fuck, you was always attracted, you was always physically attracted, so that was your memo the whole time, so, yeah.
Okay.
Trying to talk sweet, what y'all say? Buttering down the words.
Oh, putting a little sugar into it. So it's different if they wanted to not just necessarily hook up with you, but wanted to be your partner as well, and y'all say no. Like y'all could y'all respect that if they was to be like, okay, if we can't be together, then I don't want to be friends. Yeah.
I feel like that's real sticky. Just considering just what she said, like I feel like still like why can't we be friends?
Yeah.
I don't know, cause to me, what I'm thinking of, like I 100% get, you know, what y'all saying, but to me, it's like I don't know, like if I'm talking, not the hookup part, but if I'm trying to go further with this person, and then you know she rejects me, that's already like one, boom, damn, I got rejected, and two, it's like if we still friends, that don't mean the feelings I have for you just go away. So it's like I'm watching you do things with other people. Yeah. And like that could really like get hurt. So it's like I'd rather just, you know, take my time and like do the
That's not true though. So there are some people like you can just realize that like.
But your feelings don't. If your feelings go away like that, you never really.
Of course, it's not gonna go away.
And then if somebody like just say like 2 days later, she already talking to somebody else.
You gonna be hot. You gonna be hurt.
But there's some people where like you realize that you weren't really supposed to be meant to be in a relationship with them in the first place. Like you might like this person because like the way that you know they are, the way y'all hang out, the chemistry, right? So because of that, you grow feelings for them. But that doesn't exempt the fact that you can still have that platonically as well.
I mean, but if you really think about it, let's say you start catching these feelings for this person, right? And then, boom, you confess your feelings, and they say, "I don't have these same feelings for you back." Like,
It's part of life.
I mean, yeah, but you still got the feelings.
It's part of life.
You still got the feelings.
The feelings will go away.
They will, but if you still around this person and you're still continuing like
to be
having
this person's
conversations
friend,
with people,
like,
this person, like,
imagine you tell her, I don't know, imagine you tell her like you got feelings for her. Then like the next week she telling you about a dude she got feelings for. Like that's gonna hurt.
Okay,
I feel like
the next week that's kind of crazy.
That's why I wouldn't.
I'm just talking about in general because I have I probably say like I have a female friend that like I only say like because of that dynamic we're not like of course like the best of friends because like at one point I did used to like you. You know what I'm saying? But it's like you can see yourself like being cool with this person, hanging out with this person.
I mean, but would you say you fell back?
What you mean fell back?
Like you said, because of that dynamic, you guys aren't the best of friends. Would you consider that you falling
just
back?
Cool.
Like y'all
like,
cool now?
Not that, but like I have like a thing where like okay, you can't be coming over anymore. Of course, I guess you would consider that as
you
falling
have to
back.
fall back.
Yeah, that's what friends do. Friends don't be just spending the night over anyways.
They shouldn't.
I mean,
yeah, they shouldn't.
I feel like
You playing house with your friends?
No.
It's like if it's a mutual friendship and we both like agree we both friends, like you ain't sleeping in my bed or nothing. But if like you can sleep on the couch, like like I don't mind if you sleep on the couch now, like you're not sleeping in my bed, but like
that's cool.
if we both mutually agreeing that we friends.
Yeah.
I
don't think that's
my
right.
bad.
You're fine.
I done had some conversations with like women in the past where it's like we'll be on the phone till like 4 o'clock in the morning. Like we'll stay up for a long ass time and we just friends. So I think like you can do things as long as that you have that boundary of just friends. But I don't know. Yeah.
I mean, I just personally think it's possible to still be friends with somebody she used to have feelings with.
Yeah, probably
somebody that rejected
years down the line.
I don't know.
Years.
But
That's too far.
And then with that, my whole thing was I don't know. I feel like when it comes to like the hookup thing too, I guess it depends on their true intention when it comes to hooking up. Because if it's like I don't know. It's difficult because hooking up is like I can see how Michaela was taking it, but it's like I don't know if maybe you don't want to see this person doing this with somebody else too, hooking up with somebody else too. You only want them to yourself because a lot of dudes are like they're selfish.
Yeah.
Like they want some, and when they want it to themselves.
Right.
So it's like I don't know. You don't want to see the person that you want being with other people. So it's like you'd rather have them just to yourself. So when they say you can't do that no more. I don't know. Me personally, I would take that as okay. Like unless it's been explained, I would probably take it as you want to do that with someone else, or you want to like do things with other people. So for me, that's when I would kind of be like, all right, we can't be friends no more, because it's like I don't want to watch you do that type of stuff with other people when I want you for myself. But yeah.
I'm sorry, but to just not really piggyback off of what you said, but you said that you would rather be friends with someone years down the line if you feel like.
I'm messing around.
Okay.
I'm not gonna say it's gonna take me years, but it's not gonna take me like 2 days just to get over like how I felt. It's gonna take me like a minute, but I'm not going to treat you differently.
Right.
But just like if I do have my distance, I just hope you understand that it's just like for me not to. Just for those feelings not to, I'm not gonna say re-amp themselves, but like to come back. I'm just working on my emotions.
I'm gonna treat you differently. You gotta get treated differently. Because
I'm not gonna be an
asshole. Yeah, but you gotta get treated differently. Like you gotta if
we friends and I like you, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm going like to the movies with you, and like I'm paying for your stuff, like going to dinner and that stuff. After that,
you do that for your friends?
If you like them.
Okay.
If your friend that you like.
Yeah. I'm not saying like for my friends, like I still don't like, spot for them, but like because I like this person, I'm doing a little bit more to show them, you know what I'm saying?
So after she break your heart, you say you're not paying for that.
Then now it's just friends.
Yeah, you let it be known that that isn't what we're doing, so I gotta move accordingly as well.
Yeah, that's what I mean by like I'm distancing. Like, I'm not buying your stuff. No.
I feel like that's understandable though, because kind of like Epica said, like I have to agree. If you like somebody, of course you're gonna try to do shit to like, you know
Impress
what I mean?
them, yeah.
Right. But like if they don't like you back, then there's no need for you to do that anymore.
Yeah.
Right.
So valid. Okay, so kind of like to kind of piggyback off of that in a sense. Maybe not y'all. I don't know. Niggas y'all know. Niggas in general. Do men gossip about women?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what do they be saying?
Right now.
What y'all be talking about?
Ebuka, go ahead.
Go ahead.
Dang.
Okay, one, I don't gossip, so I don't know how niggas really do, but like from what I understand, when niggas, you know what I'm saying, try to like discuss amongst their group, it's more of like a thing where it's like,
what's your definition of gossip? Can I
Right.
ask you that?
Yeah.
okay, my definition of gossip is like,
Because discussing among the group.
okay, discussing among the group isn't technically gossiping. What I would say is gossiping is like, let's say like, you know what I'm saying, this girl, y'all hanging out, like maybe like y'all hooked up, and like, oh yeah, she was over my place and we was doing this and that, and like basically stuff that you wouldn't say out in public per se, or like, you know, you wouldn't post about this person or say about this person, is technically what I would consider gossiping. Like,
So you wouldn't tell your homies about it though? Like the girl that was just over and y'all hooked up and stuff like that?
like the hooking up part is where I would consider that gossiping and like what we did. But like, oh yeah, I hung out with this girl today. Simple as that. Or like what I wouldn't consider gossiping, or like what I would consider like as
Is he lying?
Man,
No,
what am I don't think I'm lying.
Go ahead, speak your truth, bro.
But like what I would think as a discussion is that like, hey, do y'all know this girl? Like, what y'all think about her? Or like, have y'all heard anything about her? And then like niggas either put their input in or they don't. And it's as simple as that.
Yeah,
So
that's
you know,
gossiping.
I feel like I consider that doing your research.
It is that, but it's gossiping too.
You don't think that sometimes niggas be lying? Like, people can be real spiteful, especially if they used to like the girl and they didn't
It didn't
like,
work out.
Yeah.
I guess that makes sense. Like that's why it also depends on who you do go to as well. So, but I don't know. That's just my definition of gossiping. Like I just wouldn't go and like air this person on like this girl's personal business out.
Oh yeah,
Like
definitely.
if she tells me this, or like we did this, or like, let's say we having sex, or like I don't know, and something like embarrassing happens, I'm not like, well, guess what happened when me and her was having, you know what I'm saying, stuff like that.
But
Right.
I'm sorry, AJ, but like I feel like Ebuka, you kind of thinking too deeply.
He made his own definition.
He did.
He does that a lot.
I think
He
just
made his
the
own
question
definition.
is like, do men be talking with their homies about the shit that they do? Like, even pertaining to sex or whatever the case may be. If you meet a girl, you gotta do what I do. Do you tell your homie like, yeah, like so and so was over last night and shit, we got it rocking and blah blah blah, it was cool as hell. You get what I'm saying? Like I feel like gossiping, but it's conversing still.
Maybe I was talking about like me specifically, but yeah, niggas do. Niggas.
So you don't do that. Do you or do you not?
Sure.
Thank
I guess based off of you guys' definition, I guess my definition is different.
Bro, you can't make
You
my
can't
definition.
definition.
If we're being for real,
It's my interpretation. Like I don't.
No, bro.
every dude do.
Every dude.
They
Everybody
do. I mean, but everybody talks.
Right,
So it's like,
exactly.
it's not necessarily, it's what you talk about that makes it a bad
And
thing
who
or a
you
good
talk
thing.
to.
Yeah, and who you talk to. But everybody talks. Like, I don't know. If you, have a fun night at the club, you gonna come back and say, bro, I had a time last night.
Right.
Like, everybody gossip, so, I don't know. Everybody do it.
Yeah. Like I said earlier, though, like I don't agree with the pillow talking part of it. That's just like whatever happens between you two and that bed, keep that between you two.
So you wouldn't tell your homies?
Nah, it's not that's not their business. Like, that's just between me and her.
So
But
I'm sorry
I would
to
like-
cut you off.
Yeah,
What do you
go ahead.
consider pillow talking? Because under my impression, and because as a woman I could have it all wrong. Well, not as a woman, but to me, pillow talking is talking about another nigga to get in a girl pants type shit. So basically, like for example, if AJ was trying to, just hypothetically, trying to talk to me, right? But me and you used to talk Ebuka, and AJ telling me like, oh yeah, like Ebuka, like that's a lame ass nigga. That nigga don't get no money. Blah blah blah. Like That's pillow talking to me.
Yeah, my definition too.
I always thought pillow talking was simply like whatever y'all whatever goes on in the bedroom.
You talk about it.
Yeah, okay. I thought that.
I've heard both.
Okay,
I've heard both.
I mean, but I do see it in both.
Yeah, I do see that as well.
Like, no, like I don't. If it comes to me, like I'm not telling people like what I did. I'll be like, oh no, we just don't hang out. You know, we probably just cuddle and watch a movie. That's it.
Okay.
But if something else happened, I'm still not telling them, hey, we just cuddled, watch a movie. That's it.
Okay.
Hung out, fun time. That was it. But yeah, but I do know some people that do be telling too much business, and it's kind of weird because like it's like they just do it out of their pride, and it's like okay, all right, buddy. But yeah, I think we all gossip. I would, because it's like it's more like if I'm interested in a girl, I'm like, hey yo, like what y'all know about her for real? Like, you know what I'm saying? Is she good? Is she cool people to talk to? Should I try to because I'm not gonna say I 100% like to hear everybody's opinion, but I do want to like get a good understanding of something before I do pursue it.
That's understandable.
Yeah.
Doing your research.
Yeah.
I don't think I've necessarily had a lot of people kind of like do the Michaela pillow talking to me, or like I don't know. I don't surround myself with people who do that for real. So it's like I can't really think of people who have been like pillow talking. Yeah. But the other one where it's kind of like just telling like about what happened in bed, I've definitely like experienced that. People have like told me like, oh, X, Y, and Z happened. So it's like, yeah. So I mean, yeah.
I think a good question I want to know is like, have a guy ever like, say you got a guy friend, has he ever told you about like experiencing like if he had hung out with a girl like the night before and told him about like, hey yo, we did this and shawty she good at, you know what I'm saying? Did he ever tell you about the sexual experience and like things of that nature?
For me per se, I want to say yes, because I have a lot of male friends and they feel comfortable enough to tell me this stuff.
How does that make you feel?
I feel like it just depends on the extent of how deep they were, like what all he was saying. If it's too explicit, then maybe I'm gonna feel some type of way, because like, where are you telling me this girl's business? I don't care. But if it's like in a glimpse of like, oh, I really like her and this what we did, not as far as like all the acts of what they were doing in the bedroom, but as far as like what led up to that and then what happened afterwards type stuff, like I'm more interested in the experience of like if you actually like the person and why type stuff, not what y'all did in the bedroom and how far it got, because I don't care.
I think for me, that has happened to me as well, but like Tasha said, it wasn't like details, it was just like it happened type shit. But like, because he is a guy friend, like I don't know, I kind of look at it as if I'm talking to like one of my, I can't even say my homegirls, because anywho, I just look at it as like a friend basis, like not even that he's a guy and like he's telling me, it's just like, okay, like we two homies just talking, just chopping it up.
So who do y'all think gossip more, guys or girls?
I'll say guys. I'm not saying that girls don't. Hear me out.
I'm like, you speak. Go ahead. You got the spotlight.
I say guys because girls, yes, we talk. However, I feel like we talk. Like, for example, everybody know my crew. Tasha, Deja, Naya, me. Like, I talk to them. If they gonna know anything, it's them. But I feel like with guys, it's like they telling their homie, they telling their cousin, they telling like, and I could be lying. It's just from experience or whatever. But like, I feel like guys just tell. I think kind of off of research, just asking about something like that. Oh yeah, well, yeah, I heard she da 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 with this person, and then it's like a domino effect, or not even a domino effect, but then it's like it just keeps trickling. Like I don't know how to explain it.
I heard this, so we finna tell that.
You know what I mean? So like I don't know.
So do women not do the same thing, like with they research purposes? Like, cause I know some women that do their own research. Like, oh, they talk to like their friends, figure out they stuff like that.
I'm not gonna lie. Depending on who it is, like don't get me wrong, like my roommates are like my closest friends, but it's people outside of them that like I converse with or whatever, and depending on who it is, I'll say like, oh yeah, like I'm not gonna lie, they did talk to like this person. Like, not saying it really means anything, but I'm just letting you know they did used to talk to this person. Gotcha. Just shit like that.
I feel like we don't. I'm not speaking on every female, but in my friend group per se, we don't really go into details on like what everybody else had going on. Like we just go based off like as far as what and who that person been with. If that makes sense. Like if this person, like say for instance, Erica, you've been with this that all these girls
that's
combined. Like yeah, we need to know that you've been with all these girls, and of course, if they are close to us, because we have, of course, other friend groups outside of the ones that we are currently in. So.